there's nothing in life it's free. We go through trouble. We go through trials. We go through conflict.
This stuff right here?
We go through a lot of stuff. We wake up every day stressed out.
Because of who? Can I take it out and take this over?
You got it, bro.
No, but
Hey, look, check this out.
It's like church all over again, man. I like this.
Bro, the white man, all the troubles we go through
Man, I'm sorry.
come all the way back to this so-called white man.
Let's stop that right now. We said read like Adam and Eve. And
we broke the law. We broke the law.
We are created out of one person.
Okay,
two people,
bring that 54
and
back
one.
out. Bring it back out. We're going to read it again.
Put color to it.
Okay, we're going to bring it back out again. It ain't color. We're talking about nationality.
Yeah,
remember, we've been sitting here talking about nationality.
You know, our minds are stronger than what we go through. We done been.
You said Adam, right? You said Adam.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, but see.
And he just
Let me break it down. Check this out. Check this out, fam. Break that down again. This is. Go ahead, break it down.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra.
Now listen close.
Chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest, Lord of all thy creatures,
We all come from Adam, like you said.
of him come we all.
Right.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Now that shows a difference. He said, in the people also. You see what I'm saying? That put the difference between us. You got all of us come from Adam, and then he said what?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Go ahead.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
Because we read it in the Old Testament. We read it back there in the New Testament. He said it before. Go ahead.
Because thou madest the world for our sakes.
He made the world for whose sakes?
For our sakes.
Just like we read in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6.
That's
He
right.
made the world for our sakes, right? Go ahead.
And as for the other people,
Those other people,
which also come from Adam,
the Chinese man, the Arab man, the East Indian man, the so-called white man, all the other heathens. Go ahead.
thou hast said that they are nothing.
Now thou hast said that they are nothing. The man who made us all said that ain't nothing. Right? So we got to trust God, right? Because we're not making it up. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle,
You like what?
like unto spittle,
Go ahead.
and has likened them, and likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So he said if you take all those nations, he likened them to a drop that falleth from a vessel.
That's
So
right.
it's like if you had 2 buckets of water and you walking across the street with the 2 buckets of water and say a little drop spill out the bucket. Do you stop and cry over that little drop, or do you keep on moving? That's what God say he feel about all these other nations that's outside of these people on this side.
That's right.
See, we here, your teachers, your real teachers are before your eyes now. We not hiding in churches like them fat, stinking pastors that don't read the Bible. You understand? We out here reading it out the Bible. We're not making up something. See, we was taught in slavery to hate ourselves and love everybody else. That's why we do that.
So how can you stop that?
We doing it right now. We trying to freeze your mind up from thinking that these white people are equal with you. When in fact, you ain't never seen an NBA basketball game with all white folks and it was interesting.
But how
You
can-
ain't never seen a boxing match where the white people dominate the black people and that's that. You don't see that.
I feel you.
We dominate everything, my man. We the salt of the earth.
But yet though, you don't know something?
Give me a
At the
question.
end of the day, why we the first one to go to jail?
Great question.
Bring it out, man.
Oh, you got it?
Bring that out. I want.
I'm talking about Bill Cosby. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody that get up there, whether he at,
Give me,
whether they go to jail or they die.
Yeah, come on with it.
Help
Come
me
on
out.
with it. But remember now, what we read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, that we was under these curses for breaking the law. Everything come back to us breaking the law.
How we cursed when we was born in curse?
No, look, me and you, because our
our foreparents and they was born in slavery.
No, listen.
Our freedom was stolen when they hung a free sign on a boat.
Okay, now let me say this. Our history does not start with the slavery. Our history does not start with the slavery in America. We taking you way back before we even got on the boats.
Yeah.
That's where we taking you, to your bloodline, not to who the white man said you was. You understand? A Negro, colored, black, African American, Afro American. Now you ask yourself, how come your name keep changing? Why would he keep changing our name? Nobody else's name changed, just ours. Because he don't want you to know you the Israelite. You God's chosen people.
We built strong.
Come on with that.
Can I
Read
say
that.
something real quick?
One second.
This is chapter Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies.
We should do what?
Serve thy enemies.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against
He
thee
sent them against us.
in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So that means if you needed a pop, if you needed water, if you needed housing, if you need a social security card, if you need a driver's license, you got to go to your enemies now, the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Or any other the Chinese man, the
That's
Arab man,
crazy.
the East Indian man. All of them your enemies.
That's biblical right
Go
there.
ahead. Yeah.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy
He
neck.
should do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron upon their necks?
Us black folks?
Exactly. So who he talking about?
Yeah, right there.
He talking about us, ain't he?
Yeah.
So
basically.
who is the us?
That's like a Jew.
What God call us?
That's right.
What God call us?
That's the $1 million question.
What God call us?
Man.
This only happened to one.
Israelites.
Exactly.
Israelites.
Exactly. I know you get it, sis. You've been learning and you've been studying. Keep going. Keep
Wow.
going.
That's good. Yeah.
Hey, so these things happen to us because we broke God's commandments. And now we out here, he sent us out here.
How can we break something that wasn't given?
It was only given to us.
No.
It wasn't given to the white man. It wasn't given to the Chinese
You're
man.
talking way before we was able to pick up something to read.
Okay, hold on. Let me let this come out.
Got here.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
What?
Robbed and spoiled.
Go ahead.
They are all snared in holes,
We all trapped. You know, snare is a trap. Go ahead.
and they are hid in prison houses.
Where we hit it at?
They are hid in prison houses.
Don't we make up the most of the population in prison?
You ain't got
Go
to be in
ahead.
jail.
Right. Go ahead.
They are for a prey and none delivered.
We for a prey. See, all they do is prey on us.
Right.
That's all the white men do.
We did pray for ourselves.
Do you know that there's more white people doing killing in this world and stealing than anybody else in the world?
That's right.
But we feel the prison system because it was all a trap. It's a snare. It's all a scheme against you. As long as they can make you think that you black, that you African Americans, that you a Buddhist, that you a Muslim, that you a Christian, as long as they keep you on that stuff, they know they got you.
That's right.
Because you're going to always have compassion for the next man and not your brother. Our people, let me say one thing. Our people, do you notice how we'll jump on each other first and give everybody else a pass? A white boy can walk through here right now and say, fuck you niggas. And ain't nobody going to touch him. But another brother from another side of town walk through here, everybody like, what this nigga ride? We're going to jump him. We're going to hit him with sticks. Because we don't love ourselves. We love them. We don't love ourselves.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset. I'm like, they call it a mindset. I'm like, we the same
I'm finna
color.
let you speak.
We the same color, but yeah, though, you want to just spit on what I'm doing.
It ain't about color, though. Get the color out your
No,
mind.
you had did that.
White man put the color in our mind.
But you had said a white man walked through.
Let me say that. Let me say so-called. Let me rephrase that. A so-called, because a white man ain't even white, just like a black man ain't even black. They taught us to call ourselves this. I'm using that terminology right now because I'm teaching my people.
Well, then we can
That's
learn-
what you identify with, ain't
We
it?
can learn better without color.
Okay.
I teach my kids there's no color, it's just respect.
Okay, that's fine and dandy, but is disrespect what they done to us when you look at this stuff?
None of it, but
The stuff they doing to us to this day.
But they give you license and stuff.
We gotta show them color in
Carry
the Bible.
some.
Hold on.
They can
Let's
give
go.
you a
It's
license.
this,
to
man.
carry
This
some.
what you got in you, huh?
No.
That white
No,
Jesus.
they give you a license to carry a pistol, but yeah, though,
Can
you're
you
the first
explain
one
to
to
me
get
what
shot
you-
down with a permit to carry.
I need
Say
to
that
know
question.
one more question.
Ask
though.
your question, huh?
In the beginning, though, I can understand we all died, right? We all had to go somewhere.
When we die, you say?
Yeah, basically.
If we die, we all.
Yeah.
Not all of us gonna die, but go ahead.
So the ones that are just going to die, what spirit they living in to the point where we being Israelites?
See, this is the thing. The difference. See, when you die and you wasn't keeping the law, see, the dead in Christ gonna rise first, and then the ones that's still on the earth, we gonna come up next. Now, a lot of people that died didn't die in Christ. They died in Christianity and a whole bunch of other madness. You understand? So a lot of people gonna get woke up just for the fire. And then there's gonna be people who was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that know that they're Israel and start keeping the commandments and know their enemies is all the other nations. They're gonna be saved by those chariots of God, and they're not gonna have to go through the fire. But then there's those people who gonna hold on to Christianity, who gonna say my white brothers and sisters, they still my brothers and sisters. My so-called Chinese man and we all equal and kumbaya, they gonna burn in the fire. That's why he sent us out here to try to wake y'all up. We out here to try to wake y'all up and bring y'all, bid y'all to the marriage.
What song that is?
Huh?
What song that is?
What songs?
Yeah, what song that is?
Which one?
Shut that on what you were talking
So
about.
Oh, okay.
My whole thing was y'all so, man, well,
Hold on. Hold on. Come on. You say,
It's
where
a
does
song.
this?
It's a song that said, I believe it's Psalms.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 17. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one,
Right.
that is God.
Right.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
If you would enter into life, if you want to go to heaven, go ahead.
keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
So you got to keep the commandments. Now, when you go to a Christian church, don't they tell you it was all done away with? That was pinned to the cross. Don't they tell you that?
yeah.
So they've been lying in church.
That's right.
They've been lying, right? Because say that again. Read that again.
Just say keep it done. I mean,
Let's see what he said. If we were enter into life, we were supposed to keep.
And he said unto him,
Listen to this. Hold on. Listen to this verse.
and he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
Right.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
But if you will go to heaven, if you want to go to heaven, go ahead.
keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
So we have to keep the commandments.
that's it.
Not like the churches tell you that you don't have to do the commandments.
Precept.
You actually got to do the commandments. Come on with it.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God,
Right?
when we love God and keep his commandments.
When we do what?
And keep his commandments.
That's how you love God. Go ahead.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
What's the love of God?
That we keep his commandments.
Okay.
And his commandments are not grievous.
So it's not hard to keep the commandments. We just never asked what the commandments were. It's 613 commandments, not just 10. And a lot of them you keep without even knowing. Remember when every time I talk to you, I say, man, grow your beard out, don't you? Because that's a commandment. You got to grow your beard out. You're not supposed to shave your beard. Did you know that?
Wow.
All right, after this precept, I'm going to show it to you.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Right.
He showeth his word unto Jacob,
Oh, yeah.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right?
He have not dealt so with any
See
nation.
what?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Did y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? What did he say? He said he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He ain't dealing with nobody else. Did you hear him say that? Is that what y'all heard, or should we read it again?
Yeah.
Read it one more time, Rob. Just come on over, Rob.
This is the book
You need that light.
of Psalms 147, verse 19.
Right.
He showeth his word unto Jacob,
Right.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right.
He have not dealt so.
He have what?
He have not dealt so
Right.
with any nation.
Right.
And as for his judgments,
Right.
they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So they don't even know his judgments. They walk around touching our Bible, and shouldn't even be having our Bible.
That's right.
When you go into their courtrooms, don't they got our Bible up there? That's not their Bible. They shouldn't even touch that Bible.
Right.
Them heathens don't even know what's in that Bible.
That's right.
You understand?
No, nothing.
Give me the precept, Joel 2 and 27. Amos 3 and 5, Judah. Amos 3 and 5.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
He said he's in the midst of Israel, the people on his side,
and that I am the Lord your God,
Lord your God.
and none else.
And what?
And none else.
And what?
And none else.
None else. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
So he our God. He's not the God of the East Indian man.
That's right.
The Chinese man. The so-called white man. He's not their God. He's on the God of this Bible is only our God, the Israelites. That's it. You all, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, Native Americans of Afro descent.
That's why. Look at that.
This is your people.
Information.
That's why we got to start. Look, when he told us to love one another, he was talking to the Israelites, sis. When he told us to love one another, he was telling you to love your own people.
That's right.
Not everybody else. But our people, we want to love the white man so much because we think we can get favor from him. If we just show him that, see, I'm a good black person, massa. That's that attitude we take on. Love our people.
That's right.
And our people will stop shooting each other. Our people are in the image of the Most High God. Hand me that sign, Brock, right there, the white guy. This is not Jesus. This is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Know that. Long as our people think that this is Jesus, they're going to shoot each other over cough drops, over pennies. They're going to want to jump each other all the time. They're going to want to hold their own sisters out. They ain't never going to want to take care of their own children.
That's right.
But they'll babysit for the white man. They'll work at his daycare. You understand? This is not God. This is the devil. Just so we know. Come on, Art, with that ammo. What you got?
You want ammo?
No, what you got?
Malachi 1.
Yeah. Come on,
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And I hated Esau.
And I what?
And I hated Esau.
God said he hate Esau. Go ahead.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
So God hate the so-called white man.
That's right.
You hear that? I know this tough. I'm looking at you. God hate the white man.
That's crazy.
You believe that?
Have you heard of
Give me Romans 9:13.
Have you ever heard of prejudging?
Free judge. I'm reading.
I know, but when you
saw
said
a
a
white
white man, you look at me.
No, I said the so. I mean, you asked me the questions about
Yeah,
equality,
I asked a lot of
and you
questions,
teach your
and I'm just
children.
I'm trying to.
Remember, you said you teach your children not to go off color, this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
When a person say that to me, that says to me that, well, I want my son. I teach my son to get along with everybody. The so-called white man, his enemies, even his enemies.
Yeah. The Bible talks about
No.
the enemy close.
No. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This Bible is only written to the Israelites.
No, he said
So,
keep your friends
so
close.
he's talking about. Listen, he's talking about your enemies amongst Israel. Like when you and your brother got a difference, you got to go ahead and amend that with your brother, make it right, and show him love. You understand? He's talking about amongst your people, which we don't do. That's why they coin that one thing. Hold on, I got you. Black on black crime.
That's the highest part.
Why do they say black on black crime though when it's more white people kill white people, Chinese people kill Chinese people? Well, why do you think they say black on black crime?
Man, we get along this fine. You know they sell
The question.
masses that'll make you look like somebody else.
Exactly, but we don't get along just well.
And no, they start crap.
What I'm saying,
It's a crazy world.
but you understand what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Why do you think they made a saying or coined the term black on black crime? How come you don't ever hear nobody say Chinese on Chinese crime or white on white crime? Why they don't say that? That's my question.
They don't.
Because the amazing thing is they know you the Israelites and they can't tell you the Israelites because they all in conspiracy against us. Hold on, let me finish. They can't tell you.
Always been stumped down like
Brock, listen to me. The reason why they can't just tell you the Israelites. They can't tell you who you are. So they be in amazement and they say to themselves, they say God's people killing God's people. This is what's going on in their mind. But instead of letting you know that you guys people, they just say black on black crime. Black on black crime. Yeah. You understand? It's a hustle. It's the worst trick that ever been played on our people, and our people just sleep. Give me that preset, Bob. So you understand how?
we need more like some that are really like every white person is what you're saying, Coach. Right now, a whole lot of people listen to what you're saying.
That's why we out here though every Saturday.
But we didn't see a whole lot of people that ride by and they're not paying
Don't happen,
attention. And it hurt.
I heard
It hurt because right now I'm like, man, I I go through the same thing. I hit my black people big time. I'm supervisor.
I know.
do all this kind of stuff.
I know.
I look out for what I have.
It's real. It's real. Yeah, I
Let
come
this
from the
precept
beginning.
come out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 11. For the children, being not yet born,
Oh, yeah.
neither having done good or evil,
So the children, being not yet born, neither one of them done good or evil yet, right?
Yeah.
That's what the scriptures say. Being not yet born, no one does good, no one done bad. Go ahead.
that the purpose of God, according to election, might stand.
So meaning, it's only about God and what He wants to happen. It's His choice. You understand? According to election of the Lord. You understand? So it's up to God what He wants to happen. It ain't because, man, I wish the white man, I wish the, it ain't about that. This is about what God is talking about. Go ahead.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
But of him that calleth.
It was said unto her,
Uh-huh.
the elder shall serve the younger.
It said the elder, at the end of the day, he gonna have to serve the younger. Okay, we talking about Esau and Jacob here. Okay, Esau, y'all know, is the so-called white man.
He's older.
He's the older.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jacob is the younger brother who had the 12 sons. Israel. Okay, go ahead.
As it is written,
As it is written,
Jacob have I loved,
right?
but Esau have I hated.
So he said again. That's two different places. He said he hates Esau. I called him spit a couple times. Said he was nothing.
God said
You know what I'm saying? This guy talking. You know what I'm saying? See, he know what he made. You ever heard that one verse? Let me see. It's called what's it called? Where he says, who can make straight what I made crooked?
Yeah.
See, the Most High God made that man crooked. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much we try to show him love, man, Billy cool. Billy be playing all the black songs. Billy, he know how to DJ. Billy be he be at the party with us. Billy this, Billy that. Don't we do that? Y'all done seen it, right? If you ain't done it, right?
Man,
we that's what we do though, don't it? Yeah, Billy, he
No,
cool,
that's
man. He even like black girls. We say stuff like that to try to hurry up and give him a pass. But check this out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 13. Consider the work of God.
Consider the work of God. God made everybody just how he wanted them to be. Me and you too. Go ahead.
For who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
So he made Esau crooked. That's what that's going into. So no matter how much you love this dude, he's still gonna snitch on you, tell on you, stab you in the back.
We got more of that precept.
He's still gonna do that to you. Come on with it.
Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
He said, is God wrong for this? That's what he asked in a rhetorical question. He said, is there unrighteousness with God? Go ahead.
God forbid.
God forbid.
For he saith unto Moses,
Right?
I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Right?
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Right?
So then it is not of him that willeth,
It's not of me that wanted to be this way. Go ahead.
nor of him that runneth,
Not me, because I'm just doing so good in life. Go
but
ahead.
of God that showeth mercy.
God does this. So basically, God said it's his prerogative. He do what he want to do.
I feel
Do you question your daddy? You don't question your daddy. When daddy say do something, we just do it, don't we?
I feel
We don't
but
question
yet
it.
though, I'm kind of confused. He made him straight.
No, he made him crooked.
But he was straight.
No. Read that again. Read that again. Let me read it one more time for you. You got it, didn't you? Who?
Nah, I want to hear the same word.
Verse 20.
We're going to come back to it.
Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Right. So can we question God? God, why you give me this skin? Why you give me two legs? Damn. Like, God made us, so you can't question it. Just like your son, like I said, can't question you. Dad, why we got to go to bed at 8? Because you said so, right? Ain't that what you going to say, something like that, right? Right?
Verse 21.
Go ahead.
Have not the potter power over the clay
He's the potter, and we the clay.
of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
So he made one vessel unto honor, us, the Israelites, and he made the other one unto dishonor, the Edomites, Esau, the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? Go back to that for him, that who can make crooked. Ecclesiastes, you said? All right, because he basically, this is what it's saying. All right?
This church right here.
Who can make straight what God made crooked? Like, no matter how much.
God made him crooked. How can he come out straight?
Wow.
Or how can we make him straight? Who can make him like? Can I show him enough love to make him like, Billy, you all right with me? You can spend the night at our house some more. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you can go to heaven with us now, Billy, because you play black music. That's never gonna work. They got a fate that's written out by God, no matter what. Just like he told us.
Same scenario.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, same scenario.
7 and 13.
Break it down again.
I see the behaviors out here.
Consider the works of God. For who can make that straight, which he hath made crooked?
See, God made it crooked.
Made him straight.
No.
So proof that is crooked.
Man, no.
He's crooked though. He made him straight, but he's crooked. I'm so freaking confused.
We gonna read it.
No,
we gonna read it. We're gonna read it. We're gonna go nice and simple.
I don't know if y'all gonna get it.
Man.
Consider the work of God.
Consider the work of God.
For who can make that straight,
Who can make that straight?
which he hath made crooked?
Which God have made
God
crooked.
made crooked.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they
there's,
crooked already.
so our people try to love them so much to think that they can make them right.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what
That's
I'm
what we're going through right now.
Right. But we hate our own people. We gotta learn to love our people. We have to. You know how a brother, he may be misguided out here. He ain't over here listening to the
Trying to
truth.
straighten them up.
And listen, and he ain't listening to the truth, right? He moving around. Now you might see him tomorrow in Family Dollar and bump his shoulder on an accident coming through the aisle, and he might look at you like, you know, this and that. But now since you know the truth, you be like, my fault, brother, man, for bumping into you. You got to show him love, the same love that you would show your enemy, that white police officer. If you're walking past the white police officer and you bump his shoulder on an accident, oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You understand? You might even do this a few times. You might even get to shucking and jiving with him, right? Hey, you been fishing. I love to fish. You get the, you know what I mean? You might start talking all out your, you know.
But I feel you though, man.
Show that brother love. This is what I want you to do. From now on, when you see your people, show them love. Even if they being ignorant, you try to show them some love.
That's bad, folks, right now. I went through this thing, man. I was going through road riding. I left church for a minute.
Sure.
I seen one of my brothers. And I seen him, and I pressed my hand out to shake him and tell him everything. And he jumped back to me like I was on fire.
Yeah. Well, see, that's that Christian. See, they worship him.
Yeah.
All Christianity is about him. All the Christian
Bad thing
churches.
about it, dude fell out the shower and died.
Well,
And that turned me against
Hey,
a
let me
lot
hear
of
one more
stuff.
story.
and now here you is today hearing this truth.
Yeah.
Did we hit Amos? Amos. Because I want to double down on the fact that he only dealing with his people. He not dealing with the whole world. Come get some of this truth. Just for a couple minutes. 2 minutes.
Sure did.
2 minutes. Come here. All right. Okay. Hey, did you know God only deal with his people? He only deal with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's the only people that God loves. Did you know God hate white men, so-called white men? Did you know that? That's not his people.
That's love.
That's not his people.
No love for you much.
She looked around and got, you see how she did? She kind of looked around and was like,
Yeah, so I was been there for a long time.
one more, bro. One more. Amos 3:1.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Right?
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So obviously he talking to the children of Israel. He said, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family,
Right.
which I brought up out of the land of Egypt,
Right?
saying, you only,
Who?
you only,
Everybody.
you only,
White men too.
you only
Go ahead.
have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So that's why we go through what we go through. That's why we got on the slave ships. Because iniquity is sin. Sin is the breaking of the law. See what I'm saying? Boo back, boo back. That's what sin is.
That is a lot of stuff, man. That's
Yeah, that's
responsibility.
real.
Okay? So all we got to
That's
do,
responsibility.
we got to start keeping the law. Our people got to start keeping the law. Stop eating pork. Stop eating shrimp, crab, lobster. Give me the beard. Leviticus, one more time. Leviticus 19 and 27.
Time out.
Leviticus
Hold up.
21 and 6.
Hey, what's wrong with pork?
Pork is the swine.
Why you asking that question? You know something wrong.
If you raise your tend to it,
It's called iniquity, right? That's the last verse.
All right, hey, but you see, he only messing with his people. We his people. He ain't messing with the whole world like that. You got it?
Don't
Read
they
that.
eat their own feces?
No, that's why you
Hey,
Right. Raise their own feces.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, and verse 6. They shall be holy to their God, and not profane the name of their God. For the offerings of the Lord made by fire.
25. Leviticus. Yeah, 5. What 5 say? There you go.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, and verse 4. Verse 5.
Right.
They shall not make baldness upon their heads,
So we can't make baldness upon our head with the razor. Go ahead.
neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards.
Neither should they do what?
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards.
So we ain't supposed to shave our beards. Now I'm gonna get it one more time. I'm coming right to it. Right after this. Read that one. 19 and 27. 19 and 27. Leviticus 19 and 27. But keep it in that report.
That's crazy too.
You see that? He said, do not shave your beards off. These is laws. Come on with it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother.
Listen up. There you go.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27.
Right.
Ye shall not round the corners of your beard, of your head, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So you ain't supposed to mar the corner, shave off your beard. That's 2 times he said it. He said it in Leviticus 21 and 6, 21 and 5, and he said it in Leviticus 19 and 27. 2 precepts, because everything got to be done precept upon precept. Like, that's why we go to the Bible so much, because we can't just tell you something and not read it to you out of here.
That's right.
That's against the law. Now, this ain't the Christian church. We go to here. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles give ability. This right here. So now we're going to answer the portion. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Right.
And the swan,
And the what?
and the swan,
That's a pig, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's pork. Go ahead.
though he divide the hoof
Go he divide the hoof.
and be cloven footed,
Right.
yet he cheweth not the cud.
He don't chew the cud. He ain't got the 2 bellies. Go
What you
ahead.
say?
He,
You know how they chew the cud, meaning they throw their food back up, then they eat it. He don't do that. A pig will just eat everything on earth. He'll eat this trash. He'll eat us. You understand? He'll eat a dead body and just keep it moving. You know, if a rattlesnake stung a bit of pig, the pig don't even feel it
You wanna know why?
because he's full of poison.
They don't have a vein. Pigs don't have a vein.
Yeah, well, the pig is full of poison.
No, we don't have a vein.
Okay, so all right, read that. Finish that.
and the swan, though he divide the hoof
Regardless if he got a vein or not,
and be cloven footed,
right?
yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right.
He is unclean to you.
He's what?
He is unclean to you.
So God said, if he had 2 veins, he unclean to you. If he had 1 vein, he unclean
That's
to you.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
So he unclean to you
Why
regardless.
pig eat? What? But you know, y'all call a swine a pig.
We
A
eat
hog
that, we eat that
is
pig.
different from a pig.
No.
There's a little bit of pig, then you have a hog. Then I'm gonna tell you right now.
So you like a dog? Like you talking about like a dog and a puppy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's nonsense.
Hey,
That's
Exactly.
fool.
No,
That's
no,
fool.
no.
That's nonsense.
This right, hey, you wanna know something? This right here,
bless
hey,
you.
hold on. This is straight truth right here. And what I tell you, this truth. And what I'm about to tell you, I raised like, man.
I hear you.
I'm a country boy.
Okay,
And I'm
so
gonna tell you, a pig eats everything. True.
right. So
That's why you have to treat a pig like a kid.
you ain't supposed to touch a pig.
No, you supposed to put them on the factory floor, clean them down, feed them the best thing you ever seen.
Is that what the book just said?
No, there's a process. No, if you read the book of the book, there's a process and a time to do everything.
But how we get on these ships? By doing that, not listening. By making up our own stuff. That's how we got on the slave ships. The only way to get up out of this captivity is to come back and do the commandments now. Stop coming up with our own excuses. Stop coming up with our own excuses and do the commandments. It's the only way our people gonna get out of this mess.
I feel, hey, I'm all about that. But we ain't come down and touch my pork, man.
Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, man. We all stopped doing it. I used to eat pork. I was a chitlin eater. I used to eat chitlins. Yeah, all that, man. But all that's been gone from me for years. I think I quit pork at least 13, 14 years ago. I quit smoking cigarettes and marijuana at least 8 years ago.
That's a lot.
At least 8 years ago. I done quit all that. We used to do everything y'all do.
It's hard to really process the man.
You can do it, man.
You can't eat green without the fat thing.
God will do it for you if you just take 1 foot forward and stop and want to keep his commandments. And then he take the urges away. He does it. Because, you know, I'm telling you, I roll me one up, get my pack of cigarettes, fry me a bacon, a BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. You know what I'm saying? Might even put cheese when we got fancy.
I love pork.
You know what I'm saying?
Pork chop, lettuce.
Right. But you see what I'm saying? But it's not hard, huh? If you keep telling yourself that, you understand? It's easy to keep. He said, my commandments are not grievous.
They ain't greasy, but
They're easy, man. Weed was the toughest for me. I used to like, and it wasn't tough. But that's something that I used to walk around saying, I'm gonna smoke till the world blow up. I used to smoke it down to the fire. Anything, you already know, to get a little bit higher. That's all. That's the kind of stuff I said. I was deep on the weed. I wake up smoking, go to sleep smoking. But ain't smoked, like I said, in over about 8 years.
I said about 18 years.
You know? I used to smoke.
18 years.
Yeah.
South Bend, Indiana,
You said-
smoking weed.
How long ago you quit smoking?
No, weed.
Weed, how long you quit smoking weed?
Since 18 years. Man, South
18
Bend.
years ago?
Yeah, South Bend.
Oh, what?
I was giving them $12 for 50.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't giving them $12 for my
Yeah,
unit.
yeah.
So I had to quit.
What about that swine, man? That pig, man. You gonna stop eating?
If you can quit smoking, you can stop. You can stop eating that swine.
I love my kids too.
More. That's why you definitely should do this. That's why you definitely need to do
I'm
this.
talking about a nice piece of pork chop.
I know, Listen up,
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He said, listen to this precept, Mark. Read it again, Mark. My bad. Listen closely.
For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He gonna plead with all flesh on earth with the sword and by fire.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
I mean, he gonna kill a lot of people when he returns. The Lord, when Christ hit that sky, go ahead.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's flesh.
Pork chop sandwiches?
Eating swine's flesh.
Bacon?
Eating swine's flesh. And the abomination in the mouth.
Talking about them when we go to them Chinese food places.
So what we supposed to stop eating meat, period?
No. You can have you a steak. You can have you some chicken. You know what I'm saying? You can have you some turkey.
So what's wrong with pig?
I just told you. The Most High made it abomination for his people.
Man, why do you make a pig if
To
it
be
was so
quite
bad
honest,
for
a
us?
lot of our people can't get the truth because of that pig. They feel full of poison. That it just
I'm
won't
gonna try it,
sink in.
man. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
He asked, which Most High make the pig?
What did he make the pig for?
Pick up waste. You can pick up waste. So
The trash. Like you said, eat anything.
if he's eating waste and you eat him, what are you eating?
Hey, you ever seen the Flintstones?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Leave alone, man. Y'all turn me against the porch.
But for real,
I'm trying to. I'm
Because
gonna
we
try.
love
no, no, there's one more thing you can't eat now. You like shrimp? You like shrimp?
See that?
Shrimp ain't good.
You like crab?
We don't eat seafood.
Right. Don't mess with that at all. Don't mess with that at all. Again, that's because they bottom feeders. They eat garbage. They eat all the doo-doo in the water. Right. Right, right. Much love. That's what's up.
I'm supposed to be I'm not holding, but yeah, no.
This your pops?
Yeah, I told
Right on. Right on.
Son and daughter, son and son.
Right. We had several. Me and my son was out here. Another man and his son was out here. You and your daughter out here.
my brother used to have me come
I'm
over
gonna
to
try,
celebrate
man.
the Sabbath with him, just so I can sit there
Right.
and
And be cool. And then you make it through the Sabbath. You got it. You got it. You gonna get there.
He'd just sit me down at the park.
Right.
My clothes gonna be so packed up.
Yeah, man. All this stuff we ain't supposed to eat because they bottom feeders.
No. Without the pork, my clothes gonna be packed.
Hey, but you know how they say you are what you eat? You know how they say that, right? No. We both been there. Yeah, what's our name? Who are we?
Are we African Americans or we the sons of God?
Y'all said I wouldn't call myself a king.
So who are the kings of the earth?
Y'all said he's right. The most high. Then my mother, she's always in my ears. And I had to come over there.
She told you that?
She always.
She told you was the chosen people?
She always preached. But my mother, she was an Eastern star. I don't know what the
She's an Eastern?
star. Eastern.
This is the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
So yeah, he said he speak it once, twice. I'm finna let my brother take the mic because I think he about to get a treat and he gonna much love. Yeah, we chop Esau up with this Bible, like Pac-Man. That's what we do, right here. This the spot, yo. Every Sabbath
you know how
in the
it is.
evening time, we try to come out here. Yeah, come mess with us. We normally here by 7:30. We here. We trying to set up.
I'll let you know how it is with the pork.
Yeah, come by and tell me,
If I look
man.
like I lost weight,
You look familiar. You look very familiar.
if
You say you been here only 18 years though?
I've been over 20.
Over 20-something years?
I don't know if you might know this.
You're from Easton? What's your wife's name?
She ain't never lived that long.
You might know, well, Lily.
I don't know. I've been here my whole life.
You know a dude named Heavy?
Yeah, I know Big Heavy. All right, okay. Heavy. Down here, just be on the island to the left there, right there. Yeah. See, Heavy was around when I was around. We was on the block. You know Heavy, don't you? Yeah.
You know what?
Big Ant? Yeah, I know Big Ant. Me and Big Ant got a little